Hi everybody, I just wanted to check in with you about your waste reduction project. I got some questions already about whether you can hand the assignment in late because it's hard, at the beginning of the semester to just jump in on Monday morning and get all that stuff together. So anyway, you definitely can have an extension on that project. You don't need to ask. I'll give you up until September 2nd. Which is a whole extra week to get that project together. And we have a big storm here in Hawaii. There's a hurricane that's supposedly going to make landfall around Friday. And so I know some people might sort of have their head in a different space, but most of you will probably be at home if you're living here in Hawaii, and I would encourage you to go ahead and do the project during that time. If your family and you are at home, it just makes sense to just get started and get it done. And it'll also be interesting to see how that changes your waste habits because I know everybody is like going gonzo and like at Costco buying water and all this stuff. So I'm just, I want to encourage you to go ahead and just get started. Like, don't feel like you have to wait for like a normal week for you to do that. Sometimes people get all bent out of shape because they realize like, oh, I go to Costco and I shop on this day and then I have all this waste, like, cardboard boxes that I'm taking apart. Just go with the flow with your, you're going to have like an ebb and a flow with your waste outputs, and that's totally fine. That is to be expected. You're trying to reduce your waste in half in the second 3 days. It doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes it's easier to reduce your waste, in the first 3 days, but try to do that as a rule. Like, you're going to be doing 3 days of your normal waste. You're not trying to reduce in those 3 days. And then the second 3 days, you're trying to like think of strategies. Like if you brought your lunch to work, or if you didn't go to Starbucks and get a coffee, or if you instead of using paper towels, you use a cloth towel. Instead of using a Ziploc bag, you wrap a sandwich up in paper or something. So just try to think of some different strategies that you could reduce your waste. And I want you to think about it from a point of view of like packaging and product design. And, how do we get our food and our clothes and our mail? And how does that packaging contribute to our overall waste habits? So it is a really interesting project. Many students have told me that it was a good project for them and they learned a lot, and that's why I moved it up to week 1. I used to have it much later in the semester, but based on student feedback, I bumped it up to week 1 because we can learn a lot in that week, and then as we move through the course, it's helpful information. So I hope you guys are great. I hope everybody stays safe, and I look forward to getting to know you a little bit through this short semester here. All right, great. Take care.